been a very, very difficult day to receive so many accolades and thank yous and kudos. I cried actually twice today, and I'm determined not to do it a third time if I possibly can. I cried at the end of my speech this morning when I looked up at the gallery and saw most of our family there, not all. Laura, her kids had not arrived yet. I said that at the end of that speech that the rules of the Senate don't allow me to point to the gallery and identify people there, so I won't do it. That's the lawyer in me. I was thinking of Robert Byrd. The first day I was presiding in the Senate, or I went up to see, I guess I was going to preside, and the chaplain was giving prayer, and I had both my feet on the lower level, and Byrd sent me a note saying only 1 foot at a time, only one person can sit at the higher level. So I said, that's just kind of like home. Barb edits me all the time. And Robert C. Byrd, the first day I was there. Thank you. Sandy did a wonderful job of thanking all of you who have served on my staff. I don't know how far back you go. I know we have people here who've gone back to city council days. Back before that, Swarthmore, where I went to college. I think before Swarthmore, it's just basically Sandy. Although God knows there may be others here in this room, they're cousins, so I take it back. We have family here who go back even before I went to college. People ask me all the time, are you leaving the Senate because of the problems there, the gridlock, the bitterness? And I give an honest answer, which is no. And I said it again today that I'll love every minute of it until I leave, and that's true. And the reason that I've loved this job so much, many of the reasons are right in this room. There's no way, and those of you who have been on staff, whether it's my staff or other staffs, there's no way that we can accomplish 1/100th of what we do, whatever that is, without you, without staff that is incredibly committed to what we're all about, to public service, as I said today, to loyalty to a state and a nation, to our constituents on an individual basis, because there are people who come up to me all the time who say, you know, 25 years ago you helped my mother get a Social Security benefit, and this is the first chance that I've had to thank you. And my first thought is to say, what the hell took you so long? Since I'm supposed to be a nice guy, I said, thank you for remembering. But staff are miraculous. We have some of our Michigan staff here. Most will be at a function like this in a week or so. And I'm not going to introduce anybody here except our daughters, Kate, Laura, and Erica, who are here, and their kids. If they could all come up here and stand behind me. I think your mother and your grandma and my wife kind of bumped her elbow, so I'm not sure she wants to come back up here. But she's in a sling, not because she took a swipe at Rand Paul today, but because she's slipping. So come on, kids, if you don't mind, come on all up. Kate. Kate was born on June 28th, which happens to be my birthday. So Barbara delivered the greatest birthday gift that I've ever had, obviously. And Kate has carried on a wonderful tradition with Bess and Samantha, Sammy we call her. And Bess is named after our mother, Sandy's my mother. As a matter of fact, if you looked at one of those pictures on that video, which by the way lasted about 40 seconds longer than Tara promised. You'll see a Christmas cactus behind me, and that's a Christmas cactus which came down from our mother that she got, I believe, from her mother. So that Christmas cactus is actually older than me. Laura's here with Noah, Noe, and Ben. Let me find out where Laura is. Okay. And Erica is here with Beatrice and Livy. Olivia is her full name. We call her Livy for short. And I think Rick is here. Rick is Erica. Rick is here. Come on up, Rick. We only have one of our 3 sons-in-law, I believe, here. Rick is well, he now lives. They now live in Pennsylvania. Anyway, they've been standing behind me, and having them behind me is important because they've been behind us all the way, and it's not easy for family, believe me, to in some of these situations, particularly when the kids are young, to move to Washington and this still brings tears to our eyes, to have to leave our dog behind. And that may sound not so important, but it truly is. If you love your dog, and we loved our dog by a vote of 3-2. We're a Democratic family, so we loved our dog. We had to find a home for our dog. Sandy talked about his heart being broken. Our hearts were broken too when we were driving down the Pennsylvania Turnpike coming to Washington. And, we heard the voice of WJR at the time, that Clear Channel station, trying to find a home for our dog while we were driving the Pennsylvania Turnpike coming here to Washington. Some of you